Choose one of these hearts for your love message and go to the timestamp listed below. Pile number 1, your love message for this week. We have the Passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And this, just so you know, yes, we all want that to mean that we're going to find the most passionate love of our lives. But if we also focus on the things that we enjoy doing, it will draw that type of person to us, that feeling to us, because what we put out into the world is what we're going to attract. And we attract the love we think we deserve. So this week is a good week for you to focus on what makes you feel joy and passion. Okay? Honestly, think about what you enjoy more so than just who, because that is going to help you draw that person to you. Your second card is Universe. The universe is guiding you to that special person, see? So allow everything to take its natural course. So when you follow the path in life that makes you the happiest, I mean, even if your life isn't that great right now, all right, this is the point of it. When your life is not that great and you want to change it, which is why I believe you're here looking for messages to guide you towards that best love in your life. And the universe is giving you this guidance all the time. So if you're following the things that bring you the most joy in your day, and it could be something as simple as deciding this tonight, where you may have been invited out with a bunch of friends to go to a bar and drink, and you're like, I'm really not feeling it. I'm kind of grumpy and I don't want to be in this mood anymore. I just want to go home and read my mystery novel or read my romance novel. Do that. Do the thing without guilt that makes you feel the best in the moment in time. And then you will feel better, and that raises your vibration, and then you draw people to you that way. So that's where this is going. Okay, this is about living your life fulfilled and happy and joyous, as you know, as if that person's already in your life, and you're going to bring them to you. And the universe is working on it. They just told you they are working on bringing the person into your life. So it says, no matter how tempting, do not look at their social media. In today's day and age, it is so easy to get information about other people, but we have imperfect minds that we will see something online and make our own assumptions. So case in point, classic, sitcom thing, classic romance novel. The person who is looking for a love interest or is interested in someone else, and they see them with another person. Oh, horror. Oh, heartbreak. And it turns out to be their sister or their friend or their cousin or something. That's why they're saying, no matter how tempting it is, stop judging by social media, because you don't know. What you think you know isn't true. Okay, so stop doing that to yourself. Okay, so right away, that's just a huge message for you this week. Don't look at their social media accounts, because you're just going to make the wrong assumption. Now we have whenever you lock eyes, it's as though you're under a spell. So it looks like there is already, for some of you, this person that makes you feel good and you kind of want it to go further. And that's why the universe is saying, stay away from social media, because you're going to see something you don't understand or isn't true anymore. Or maybe it's an old picture, or maybe they still have maybe they don't even like social media that much and they still have in a relationship. Well, now you've made the assumption that they're cheating on their girlfriend or boyfriend for you. Please be careful that you're not getting information that is not going to serve you. Talk to them about it, especially if there's a spark when you look at each other. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable with them. That's all this is saying. So just take a chance, okay? So don't believe a lot of the other garbage that you could be seeing, because it's probably wrong, okay? Wishing you all the love this week. Take care. I'll see you next week. Message number 2. Your message to get the most love this week is calling in your soulmate. All right, so your prayers, are you praying? Are you meditating? Are you visualizing the person you want in your life? Because this card's telling you your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations will help bring you together, right? Draw them in by focusing on what it is you want in a partner, not who. Do not do that. You think because it's that or better. So, whatever person that you think you want in your life that you're attracted to right now physically is not necessarily the or better. And you might not want to hear this, but this is saying you can call them in, but you can't call them specifically in. You can't say, I want that person in my life. If you do, you're probably going to be disappointed because they're not going to be who you think. You've put them up on this pedestal. You just say the qualities of that person is what I want in my life. Whatever it is that you like about them, you can call that essence into your soulmate request. You can put that request in, but please avoid making specific people the target of your intention, because more often than not, it is disappointment. They are not who you thought they were, or you've put them up on a pedestal, and this is about being equal. This is not about someone being better than, okay? All right, so that's your message this week with synchronicities. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So I think you will get signs. You will get synchronistic signs that the person that you're supposed to be with for your relationship to blossom. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Okay, honestly, all joking aside, that you will start to see things. And the funny thing is when you realize that there are signs that the universe is giving you for the person, it might not be the person you thought it would be, but just have faith that that person is actually probably going to be really good for you and you would fall in love with them. Just give them a chance, okay? It might not be Mr. Hottie Patootie, that you've been eyeing at work, but it might be that guy that you haven't, maybe isn't as, supermodel-y looking, and maybe he's more nerdy, but he'd treat you so well. But I just want you to focus on that. It's not going to necessarily be who you think, but the universe is bringing you or better, okay? Or better. So now we have get creative. When you do things that are fun, that get your blood flowing, that makes you happy, you lighten, you raise your vibration, and then you start to glow. So have you ever noticed, I had a boss say to me once, we were talking about something stupid right before we were waiting for somebody else to get to a meeting. And my boss said to me, hey, what'd you do? And I was talking to him about the fun that I had watching a particular actor in a particular movie. This was a long time ago. And he was staring at me almost with his mouth open. And I thought I said something wrong. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? He said, I've never seen you this animated or excited about something. And it was just because I had fun, but I had so much fun even just reliving it and telling them about the movie. And yeah, that's where we want to be. You ever have that moment where you just had so much fun? That's what we're striving for, guys. That's what's going to draw to you joy and happiness in people who are also full of joy and happiness. And isn't that what we want? Your soulmate is somebody you're going to recognize that you're going to have fun. And that's what we're asking for here. So get creative so that you can draw that. So your last piece of advice this week is don't waste your energy worrying about who they are with. So if you're, maybe you're still in college and you're dating someone that you really, really like, but there's some really hot person in their class that that is attractive, and maybe they've even mentioned, oh my God, this person's so attractive, and you're starting to worry about that, please push that out of your mind. Okay, because beauty isn't everything, and you are going to be with that person. You're going to challenge each other. They're your soulmate. That's your message this week, is they're your soulmate, and you just have to have faith that no other circumstance is going to take that person away from you. They are with you They're part of you. You guys are kind of like part of each other. So just know that, okay? But it's also probably going to be somebody that you're not expecting, because, you know, that synchronicity card just really said something to me. They're not going to be who you think they were going to be, but it's going to be amazing. Okay, and those are your messages for this week. I'm wishing you all the love, and I will talk to you next week. Pile number 3, your love messages for this week. Oop, trust. Uh-oh. All right, this situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, I just want to leave that there, because that's really just a strong statement. So you're mistrusting something, whether it's yourself, whether it's your partner, whether it's the decision to date someone new. Okay, so we're going to leave that here. There's definitely a trust issue for you that's coming up, or you're living it now and you're being called to the carpet to address it. Second one is openness. All right, trust and openness. This could be a lie. This could be a fib. I'm getting that whole somebody isn't telling the whole truth. It's not a lie, but they just didn't tell you, right? That whole thing is the feeling here. So now we have openness. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. So please also be open with your partner. Be open with this person you're considering dating. So if you're concerned and you're a person that doesn't want to date a lot of people, or maybe the opposite, maybe you're someone who does want to date a lot of people right now, can you please just be open and honest so that you can build this trust with the other person, that they know where you're coming from, right? There is no right or wrong answer to what you need. No one can tell you what you need in a relationship but you. Okay, and that will change over time as well. However, right here, right now, you're being called to be very honest and open so that you can always put your best foot forward, that you look like someone that someone can trust. Whether you choose to date a lot of people or you want to be monogamous, whatever it is, just be honest. Don't be afraid. Third card out is resist the urge to contact them if you're feeling lonely. Okay, so again, there's this missed step of communication. Now I'm kind of leaning towards the scenario of someone wants to be monogamous and the other person doesn't. And even though they may have told you, you're worried about what you don't know that they're doing, and it's not really supposed to, unless you're going to tell them this isn't working for you and I really want to be just dating you only, and giving them that option to say yes or no. Don't keep picking up the phone and annoying them. All right, you have to wait till the time is right to have the conversation with them of what it is that you want, and then you can both decide together whether you're going to move forward. Okay, this is kind of like the only way through this is to be completely honest with what you want. Do not pretend, oh, I really just got hit with this in the solar plexus. Do not pretend you are okay with dating someone who is, dating multiple people and doesn't want a relationship if you're not. And vice versa. Don't be cruel to someone when you don't want to, when you're ready to play and you just want to experience life and date many people. Don't be cruel and accept dating someone who only wants to date you. That's what this is about. This is about just be honest, because you both get to decide whether or not you're going to continue forward. Last card out message for this week is seeing angel numbers 111 and 1111 are signs of affirmation. So that's how they're going to tell you when something is right or wrong. Okay, that the universe will show you those things, specifically that number, but it can also be the other ones, 222, 333, 444. I mean, it can be on license plates, it can be in phone numbers. So just take a second, take a breath when you see those replicated numbers, that you're getting an answer to something. Okay, and those are your messages for this week. I am wishing you all the love. Take care, and I will see you next week. Pile number 4, your love message for this week is retreat. So it's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, get some quiet time is always a good idea. I mean, even if it's just for, extra time before bed, you need to get some quiet time, because a lot of us are getting that. A lot of changes are happening across the board for everyone. And the only way Spirit can talk to us, or God can give us a download, or we can get a message about where we're supposed to be going, is when we are quiet. But this could also be that for those of you who are coupled, that you need time away with each other. It's time to focus one-on-one, because you cannot maintain a relationship without giving each other time. Now that can be whatever it is for you, and don't go by other people's standards. If you have a long distance relationship and that person comes back in town, you want to give them your focus, and they should give you theirs. Okay? They shouldn't be on the phone. I mean, if they're doing that and they're wasting your precious time together doing something else, you really want to make sure that you let them know that that's not the relationship you want. You want to have at least some focus with each other. I mean, you don't have to live with each other every day to have a successful relationship. But you need time with each other. So now there's confusion on the table. We've got all seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. All right, this takes me back to the idea that what I said earlier, that it just kind of came out that there's a long distance relationship happening, or you're not seeing each other as often as you want, and that can start the mind monster. Oh, they're meeting other people, they're gonna find someone else, it's not enough, or I miss them so much. And that's the noise that starts to happen that can push the other person away, because what is that? That's fear. Fear is not the energy you want to sit in, right? You have to know you're good enough and that you deserve love. And if they're not seeing that, that's why you need time together, to remind each other why you're together. And that is really what I'm getting off of these two cards already. And I know it's specific for someone that are the couples out there. And if you're not in a coupled relationship, please feel free to look at any of the other ones. It's okay to abandon this message, because this I'm really just holding tight, and I don't do this often. I'm holding tight that this is a couple that is struggling with spending time together. And you're really being called to ask yourself, how much is enough? And if it isn't a lot of time that you get with each other, why are you being insecure? Okay, what is the insecurity? Because that only happens when you're spending time paying attention to each other. And there's it's not bad to say you need more. This is about communication and knowing what you need, and they come to the table with the same respect for the relationship. All right, now we have divine feminines don't grovel. All right, so I'm going to say, and you don't have to be a woman to have this card, but if you are the one who's normally the nurturer in the relationship, or the one that's taking care of everybody, right? This is about standing your ground and saying, no, it's not enough. I give you everything. I'm giving you all of me. I need some of you. And don't take breadcrumbs when you want the sandwich, okay? No, you deserve it. So that's what that's about. And now we have the fourth card out, is make art out of your pain. Oh, let me say, for those writers out there, you know this already, but there's a little trick that you can use especially when you're doing a novel and you know that there's scenes that you're going to write. And if there is a particular scene that you are not looking forward to writing because it's the painful one, when you're pissed off, write the scene. When you're, upset or hurt, write the scene. So if you create something with your feelings, it's powerful. That's what this is about. It's saying take that time that you're away from each other and create something artistic. Use your feelings into something, an artistic endeavor. And it could be anything. People used to make playlists for, each other or whatever for that person. And that's what this is about, using those feelings towards putting together something. Okay? those are your messages for this week. Channel those feelings and have that conversation and focus on each other again, okay? I am wishing you all the best and all the love. Take care, and I will see you next week.